Hello ladies, it's Donna Bell from Shabby Chic, Pretty and Sweet, and we are working on a banner pennant for Kim Lippincotte's challenge. She is having a banner pennant challenge. You can find her YouTube video posted in the group, or you can find it on YouTube. So this is my banner pennant that I am making for her challenge. She likes pastel colors. Her walls are lavender color, so I am going with, I'm low on lace, so I'm digging through and using what I have on hand. And so let's get started. So the first thing I did was I measured out my base. Some people use tapestry. I like to use a little bit of cardstock or cardboard to make it nice and sturdy. So that's what I did. I measured mine out, and she said any size. She likes all sizes. So I measured that out, and then I added, let's see here. Hey, I was looking for that. I added some padding, and I'll show you. I've got it here somewhere in my stash here, or I did. Anyway, I added some padding on top of that, as a layer of that, and then I added this fabric that I have. I'll lift it up where you can see it. It's kind of a peachy color. So I've used my hot glue, and I've glued that on there really well. Okay, we will go back when we're done, and we will glue another piece to the back of this, some fabric or something, to finish off the back afterwards. So this is where we're at right now. The next thing that I want to do is, let's lay it out and see what we're going to do. I like this. But first, I want to put this around the outside. I want to glue this around the edges. So let's do that. And smooth that down really well. Make sure it sticks good and solid there. Don't want it coming undone. Now, this is the tricky part. We want that to curve, but we don't want it to, we want it to curve properly. Okay. I think I've got that the way that I want it there, hopefully. And then we'll come up this other side. Alright, flip that over, and we'll clip this off even at the top. Alright, so there's what we have right now. This is what we have right now. Okay, we're going to put a dangle coming down from here eventually. So, next, I want to put some of this going across at the top. I'm going to layer these, but I need to figure out where I want to put this, because I want this on here. If I need to put this on first, and I think I do, I need to put this on first. Okay. Alrighty. Now let's glue this on. You can use Fabri-Tac for this. I'm just tired of dealing with the way it stops up, so I am using more hot glue these days. Ooh, hot. Want to get this position just right with very little time. Okay. So there's that. So now we have that. And I'm going to pause for a second and I'll be right back. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to glue this lace across the top. So let me put some glue across here. Grab another glue stick. Okay. Alrighty, and now I'm going to clip that off. I may come back and put some of this. Have not decided yet because I haven't gotten that far, but I may come back and put some of this around like this. Some of this beaded trim. Okay, alright, so we've got that on there. So this is what we have now. Okay, and this lace came from Edith Murphy. Thank you, Edith. Alright, next, because I want to add different colored laces, I think I'm going to put some of this across here, and then I'm going to put this lace across there, and I think I'm going to top it off with this bridal lace going across. Like that. So I'll go glue those on and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have our laces glued on, and she said not to worry about the hanging because she would take care of that part. So this is what we have so far. We have our beautiful laces at the top. We have our applique on top of appliqued fabric. We have our lace around the sides, and this is the back right now. Now we're going to come back and we're going to finish up the back when we're finished with everything else. Okay, now let me pause and find my little pin I had here a minute ago. Okay, so I have this pin, and I'm going to incorporate it onto there, and I'm going to glue that into place. I'm going to pause while I pin it on as well. Okay, so we've got our pin there, and now because we have this little spot in the middle, I want to add some of this across here, and I think that looks wonderful. So let's do that. Alright, I like the way that looks. Now, I think I want to come back and put these across the top and maybe incorporate a purple bead into each one of those. Okay, I've got one more of those laying here somewhere. There it is. Right there. So let's glue those in place. Alright, I'm having trouble today. Alright, so this is what we have now. Alright, thinking about adding some of these in behind there. I wish I had done it before I glued it, but I didn't. I don't know, I'll have to think on that one. Alrighty, somewhere on my desk here I have a little pack of beads. Let me pause and find them. Okay, so I went ahead, because the beads are so tiny and the little bag was so tiny and they spilled out, I went ahead and glued those on. So now we have our lavender beads on top of the turquoise flowers, on top of the white bridal lace, on top of the peach lace, on top of the turquoise lace. So we have all the pastels going here, and in the flowers we have some lavender in there, and then we added the lavender to these as well here. So this is what we have now. And we're going to add a beautiful dangle coming down here. Okay, so let me pause and gather my things up for my tassel, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've got my tassel made, and I'm going to glue it into place. I want to make sure I've got all of these hanging just the way that I want them. Place that just so. Alrighty, we'll let that dry for a minute. And we can always add a little flower right in the center there, or some bling. But my tassel I have made up of all these beautiful... Okay. My tassel I have made up of all these pretty little laces and seam binding, some of this rhinestone trim Sarah Munson sent me, and all these beautiful laces. And I've got them dangling at all different lengths for interest. So now let's see. This is what we've got. And let me zoom out so maybe you can see the full thing just about. Let me zoom out some. Well, let me pause and see if I can figure that out. Okay, so I'm back. I did add a flower here, and I put some lavender satin fabric behind it so we could see what it would look like against her wall. And let me raise it up so you can get a good look. So we have our lace at the top, okay, kind of a cream colored bridal lace. And then we have this white bridal lace, and then we have this kind of peachy color lace, and then we have this kind of turquoisey colored lace, and we have this lace cream colored going all the way around, and we have our background here, and then we have our applique, we have our pin, we have this little turquoise flowers going across it, And then at the bottom, we have all this dangle. We have the turquoise. We have the turquoise rhinestone trim. We have the peach colored lace. That's catching on there. Let me fix that right quick. We have some white lace. We have some white lace with the turquoise trim. And we have this turquoise seam binding that Penny Kitzmiller sent me a while ago. So we have all of the colors in there. Now we have to do the back. Now you can choose to do the back, or you can leave it as is. I'm going to go back and cut something to go across here. So I will go and do that, and I will be back. Okay, so I finished my back. I had some tapestry fabric, and I cut a piece to fit the back, because you do not want your banner pennant to scratch her wall. So I'm always careful about that, because you know, you don't want something that you make for someone to do some damage. So it's important to finish off that back so that it's nice and smooth. So I've done that. And next thing that I'm going to do is make my little tag and glue it on there. So this is my banner pennant for her challenge. And I thank y'all. God bless. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate all the thumbs up I can get. And subscribe to my channel. I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. I've got a long ways to go. So I thank y'all. God bless, and bye-bye.